My dear friends, today I invite you to remember something very simple yet so powerful. Peace is always a choice. No matter what is happening around us, no matter what story our mind is telling us, we always have the ability to pause, breathe, and say, I choose peace first. When we wake up in the morning, the world often pulls us in many directions: news, worries, responsibilities, expectations. But before we give our energy away, we can take a moment to set the tone for the day. Place your hand on your heart and whisper to yourself, today I choose peace. Today I choose calm. Today I choose love. These simple words begin to reprogram your mind, creating space for serenity to flow into your life. Peace does not mean that life is without challenges. It means that within those challenges, you carry a calm center. Like a still lake untouched by the wind, every breath you take becomes a reminder that you are safe, supported, and guided. When irritation or fear shows up, instead of reacting with anger or doubt, you can gently affirm, I release this. I choose to stay calm. I am at peace with myself and with life. The more you choose peace, the more life reflects peace back to you. Positive energy becomes your companion. You begin to notice beauty in the smallest details. A kind smile, a ray of sunlight, the comfort of your own breath. And as you remain in this energy, not only do you uplift yourself, but you also become a light of calm for others. So let us make a promise together today. No matter what happens, we choose peace first. We carry calm in our hearts, and we shine positivity wherever we go. And with every choice of peace, we create a better world for ourselves and everyone we love. Would you like me to also expand this into key points play affirmations, like Louise Hay often used, so you can deliver it as a longer, structured speech? Peace is not something that comes from outside circumstances. It is a conscious choice we make within ourselves. Every day we are presented with situations that can either disturb us or allow us to grow. In these moments, we hold the power to pause, take a breath, and remind ourselves that peace is always available. The mind often wants to react quickly, to judge, to worry, or to defend. But when we stop and choose peace first, we shift the entire energy of the moment. Choosing peace does not mean ignoring problems or pretending that challenges do not exist. It means deciding that we will meet those challenges with calmness and clarity instead of chaos and fear. When you choose peace, you create a space inside where solutions come more easily and where understanding flows naturally. The heart becomes lighter, the body relaxes, and the mind becomes more open to positive thoughts. Each time you practice this choice, it becomes easier and more natural until peace is your first response instead of stress or anger. This inner decision creates a ripple effect, bringing harmony not just to your own life, but to everyone around you. The way we begin our morning has a powerful influence on how the rest of the day unfolds, which is why setting an intention of peace right after waking can transform our entire experience. Before reaching for the phone, thinking of the to-do list, or rushing into responsibilities, take a moment to connect with your inner self, placing a hand on the heart and softly affirming words like, today I choose peace, today I choose calm, today I choose love, sends a gentle yet powerful message to the mind and body. This simple act programs your subconscious to remain centered no matter what happens later. Instead of allowing outside events to dictate your mood, you take control of your energy from the very beginning. The morning is like fresh soil, and whatever you plant in it grows throughout the day. If you plant fear, worry, or stress, those emotions will spread. But if you plant peace, gratitude, and love, you create a foundation of calm strength that carries you through challenges. By starting your day with conscious intention, you are not only preparing yourself for balance and positivity, you are also inviting harmony to flow into every interaction and situation you encounter. Life will always bring challenges, but choosing peace does not mean those challenges disappear. It means you carry an inner calm no matter what arises. True peace is not about waiting for everything to be perfect or for problems to vanish. It is about creating stability within yourself while storms may still surround you. When you nurture this calm center, difficulties lose their power to shake you as deeply, and you begin to respond with clarity rather than reaction. Instead of being pulled into fear, anger, or worry, you remind yourself that peace is available in every breath and in every thought you choose. This does not make you weak or passive. It actually makes you stronger because calmness allows for wiser decisions and a greater sense of control. Holding peace within you in the middle of chaos is like carrying a light into a dark room. It shifts the entire atmosphere. Each time you remain calm in the face of difficulty, you strengthen your inner resilience and prove to yourself that you are capable of handling life with grace. This strength becomes a guiding presence, reminding you that peace is your constant companion regardless of outside circumstances. The breath is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools we have to return to peace in any moment. Each inhale brings fresh energy, nourishment, and life, while each exhale allows us to release tension, worry, and fear. By focusing on the rhythm of the breath, we naturally calm the nervous system and bring the mind back into the present moment, away from past regrets or future anxieties. Breathing consciously reminds us that we are supported, that life itself flows through us with every inhale, and that we can let go with every exhale. When we place attention on the breath during stressful moments, we slow down racing thoughts and soften emotional reactions, creating space to respond with clarity instead of impulse. A deep, gentle breath is like a quiet message to the body that says, "You are safe, you are grounded, you are loved." Over time, this practice becomes an anchor, something steady we can return to no matter what is happening outside of us. Even a few mindful breaths can shift heavy energy into lightness and chaos into calm. It is a reminder that peace is never far away. It lives within the simple act of breathing. When irritation, anger, or fear rises within, we always have the ability to pause and release those feelings instead of letting them control us. Negative reactions may feel automatic at first, but with awareness, we can choose a new response. Each time frustration appears, rather than feeding it with more negative thoughts, we can stop, breathe, and gently affirm, "I choose calm, I choose love, I release this now." These words carry power because they redirect the mind away from destructive patterns and toward healing ones. Letting go of negativity does not mean denying how you feel. It means acknowledging the feeling and then consciously deciding not to hold on to it. Anger and fear only drain energy, while calmness and love restore it. By practicing this shift, we become less reactive and more centered, turning moments of conflict into opportunities for peace. Over time, the mind learns that peace is more satisfying than anger, that love is more powerful than fear. Releasing negative reactions not only transforms our own emotional state, it also changes the energy of the entire situation, allowing harmony to return where there once was tension. The energy we choose to carry within us becomes the energy life mirrors back to us, and peace is no exception. When we consistently choose peace, calm, and kindness, the world begins to respond in ways that match that vibration. Situations that once felt heavy or overwhelming seem to soften, and people around us often reflect our calmness in their own behavior. This does not happen by chance, but by the natural law that like attracts like. Choosing peace places us in alignment with positive experiences, clearer opportunities, and more harmonious relationships. Even when difficulties arise, our peaceful energy helps them resolve more smoothly and with less struggle. The more often we affirm peace within ourselves, the stronger that inner state becomes, until it feels natural to meet life with serenity instead of stress. This habit slowly changes the way we perceive the world, allowing us to notice blessings that may have gone unseen before. Joy begins to flow from simple things, gratitude becomes easier, and harmony becomes a familiar companion. In choosing peace again and again, we not only create a life filled with more positivity, we also invite life itself to support us in calm and loving ways. When we learn to appreciate the small moments, peace and joy become easier to find in daily life. It is not always the big achievements or dramatic events that bring lasting happiness, but the quiet details we often overlook. A gentle smile from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight through a window, the sound of laughter, or even the calmness of our own breath can become reminders that beauty is all around us. Gratitude for these little gifts shifts our focus away from stress and towards appreciation, and in that shift, peace naturally grows. The mind cannot hold fear and gratitude at the same time, so when we choose to notice the good, we loosen the grip of worry and doubt. This practice does not require effort or perfection, only awareness and willingness to see life differently. Over time, gratitude becomes a habit, and we find ourselves feeling lighter and more grounded even on difficult days. The more we acknowledge and give thanks for small blessings, the more they seem to multiply, creating a flow of positive energy that nourishes the heart. Choosing to celebrate these simple moments is a powerful way to stay calm, centered, and at peace every day. When we embody peace within ourselves, we naturally extend that calm energy to those around us without needing to say a word. People feel the vibration we carry, and when our presence is grounded in serenity, it becomes a comfort to others. In stressful environments, the person who remains centered often becomes the quiet anchor that helps everyone else find balance. By choosing peace, we not only heal our own mind and body, but also create a ripple effect that touches family, friends, coworkers, and even strangers. A calm tone of voice, a gentle response, or a patient smile can soften tension and open the door for understanding where there may have been conflict. This influence is not forced but flows naturally from the energy we choose to nurture within. Just as negativity can spread quickly, so can peace and positivity, and the world is in great need of those who are willing to be carriers of light. Every peaceful choice we make is a silent act of service, lifting the vibration of those nearby. In this way, our personal commitment to peace becomes a gift we share with others, creating harmony not only in ourselves, but in the collective energy around us. Making a daily promise to choose peace is a commitment that strengthens the mind and nourishes the soul. Each morning, when we set the intention to remain calm and centered no matter what the day may bring, we are planting a seed of harmony within ourselves. Life will always offer challenges, but when we carry this promise in our heart, we are prepared to meet them with grace rather than struggle. The act of choosing peace repeatedly transforms it from a simple decision into a natural way of being. It becomes less about reacting to circumstances and more about living from a place of steady awareness. This commitment is not about perfection, because there will still be moments when frustration or fear arises, but the promise reminds us to gently return to peace again and again. With practice, this choice becomes effortless, and we find ourselves radiating calmness, even in situations that once triggered stress. By keeping this promise, we build a life filled with greater clarity, patience, and kindness. The more consistently we choose peace, the more it becomes a guiding force that shapes our reality and inspires others to embrace harmony in their own lives. So as we close, let us remember that peace is not something we wait for. It is something we choose in every moment. It begins with the thoughts we think, the words we speak, and the energy we carry. By starting our day with intention, breathing deeply when life feels heavy, releasing negative reactions, and appreciating even the smallest blessings, we create a steady foundation of calm and positivity. This peace does not stay only within us. It radiates outward, touching everyone we meet and shaping the world around us. Each time we choose peace first, we remind ourselves that we are stronger than fear, greater than worry, and more powerful than any challenge. May we walk forward with this promise in our hearts, shining as examples of love, calm, and harmony, creating a life filled with serenity and a world that reflects the peace we choose.